John Okafor sat quietly, pondering why his family was so poor compared to his friends. His friend Peter Obi's family was incredibly wealthy and seemed to have everything they wished for, without appearing to work as hard as John's family did, at least from his perspective. Sunday was one of John's favorite days because it was the only day his family could rest. Just 12 years old, John often found himself analyzing his family's situation. Sitting in his room, he began to reason through these thoughts but struggled to find the correct answers. "I'll ask Peter's dad," he thought to himself. "What could be the difference between his family and mine, that my family is poor and his is very wealthy?" John was confident he could get an audience with Mr. Obi, Peter's father, because he loved teaching children and always enjoyed playing with them. After church service, John sought the necessary permissions from his parents to visit his friend Peter. His father granted his request, and John headed straight to Peter's house immediately. Upon arriving at Peter's house, John requested to see Mr. Obi in such a hurry that Peter was astonished. "Is everything all right, John?" he asked curiously. "Yes, everything is okay. I just want to have a conversation with your father," John replied. Peter, still inquisitive, asked, "What about?" John retorted playfully, "When did you start interrogating me to see your dad? Am I now a stranger in your house?" Just then, Mr. Obi walked across the yard towards them. "Hello, John," he said delightfully. "How are you today?" "I'm fine, sir." "Good to hear. Are you through with church?" he questioned. "Yes, but I'm here to see you." "Okay, come over." John and Peter ran to Mr. Obi quickly. "What do you want to see me about?" Mr. Obi questioned. "There's something that has been bothering me for some time now, and I think you can have an answer to it. That's why I've come to ask you, sir." "Okay, go ahead. What is it about?" "Sir, it's about my family's situation. My father and the entire family have worked so hard over the years, but we have not been able to make enough money to become wealthy. But you and your family are very wealthy. I've been asking myself what could be responsible. Maybe you have some secret to tell me about it." "I see, my son. I'm really impressed by your analytical mind, especially at such a young age," Mr. Obi said with delight. "I have some lessons for you. If you can be patient enough to listen to them all and put them to practice, then you can change your situation." Mr. Obi took the two children to his living room and began teaching them. The first lesson about this topic is going to be taught by a spider. Mr. Obi took John and Peter to one end of the compound where there was an abandoned study room. He opened the door quietly and saw a cobweb with a spider diligently knitting its web. "Alas," he exclaimed. "Here we go. This is going to be our teacher for today's lesson. Are you ready to undergo the 10-lesson series?" The two friends nodded positively, not knowing what to expect next. Mr. Obi drew out one of the stools and sat as the two boys watched the spider curiously. He began to teach. "Look at this spider," Mr. Obi started. "Spiders never work hard chasing flying insects to make a living. Instead, they work diligently to build a spiderweb. This web, once constructed, acts as a passive income generator for the spider. It catches an abundance of flying insects, providing the spider with a steady supply of food with minimal ongoing effort. The spider's strategy is a perfect metaphor for how the wealthy approach money. They don't chase after it, they build systems that attract it. This is the secret that is often overlooked or misunderstood by those who struggle financially. Unfortunately, this crucial lesson is rarely taught in schools. Traditional education systems are designed to prepare students to enter the workforce, not to create wealth. They teach you to chase money, leading to the salary formula: university degree, X, time, equals salary. This formula is deeply ingrained in our society. It suggests that the more time you invest, the more money you can earn, especially if you have a university degree. While there is some truth to this, it's an energy-draining trap that limits your potential. It ties your income directly to the amount of time you can work, which is finite. No matter how hard you work, there are only so many hours in a day. This approach can lead to burnout and a sense of frustration as you realize that working harder doesn't necessarily translate to substantial financial progress. There's only one solution to break free from this trap: entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship embodies the principle of building a spiderweb. As an entrepreneur, you focus on creating assets and systems that generate income. These can be businesses, investments, intellectual property, or any venture that, once established, continues to produce income with minimal ongoing effort. The initial phase requires hard work and dedication, much like the spider's effort in building its web. But once the system is in place, it starts to catch money on its own. Starting your entrepreneurial journey requires a mindset shift. Here are some steps to help you get started. Please subscribe to this channel, share this video, and press the bell notification button to be informed whenever I post a new video. 1. Identify your web. Determine what kind of asset you want to build. This could be a business, an investment portfolio, or even a creative venture like writing a book or developing an app. The key is to find something that has the potential to generate passive income. 2. Educate yourself. Invest time in learning about your chosen field. There are countless resources available online, from courses to webinars to books. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to build a successful asset. 3. Start small. You don't need to quit your job and invest all your savings right away. Start small and build gradually. Many successful entrepreneurs began their ventures as side projects while still working their regular jobs. 4. Network. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Join entrepreneurial groups, attend networking events, and seek out mentors who can guide you. Learning from others' experiences can save you time and help you avoid common pitfalls. 5. Stay persistent. Building your spiderweb won't happen overnight. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. Stay persistent and keep your long-term goal in mind. Remember, the spider doesn't give up if its web is destroyed, it simply rebuilds. 6. Automate and delegate. As your venture grows, look for ways to automate processes and delegate tasks. This will free up your time and allow you to focus on further growth and new opportunities. The most important thing is to stop making excuses and start taking action. It's easy to come up with reasons why now isn't the right time or why you're not ready. But every moment you spend hesitating is a moment you could be using to build your spiderweb. The journey to wealth isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about shifting your mindset from chasing money to building assets that attract money. It's about becoming the spider, diligently constructing a web that will provide for you in the long term. So, stop chasing money and start building your spiderweb today. The sooner you begin, the sooner you'll create a system that catches money for you, leading to financial freedom and the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Remember, the secret of wealth lies not in the endless pursuit of money, but in the strategic creation of assets that generate income. Be like a spider. Build your web. Catch your abundance. As Mr. Obi finished his lesson, John felt a newfound sense of understanding and motivation. He realized that the difference between his family and Peter's wasn't about how hard they worked, but about how smart and strategically they worked. With this new perspective, John was determined to start building his own spiderweb and change his family's financial future. If you've watched this far, it shows your interest in the topic. Watch out for part 2 of this lesson, where we'll see how John applied the lessons learned to his current situation. Please subscribe to this channel, share this video, and press the bell notification button to be informed whenever I post a new video. Thank you for your time.